it's time of dish for tea. That's me. Can you tell? It's raining out here. So what does one do when it rains? We go in there and we food prep. That's what we do. So I thought I'd take you along when I prep a few things for this week to keep me on track and need preparation. So I'm not sure what I have a few things in mind I want to do. This is again work in progress. So let's spend the afternoon with me prepping some food for the week. Let's get started, shall we? Okay, getting started on my Grace's Oat Bread. I am making a savory Grace's Oat Bread. You can make a sweet one, you can make a pumpkin one, an apple one. I'm going for a savory one. It's just what I'm in the mood for. You can make it plain. You don't have to put anything in it. You go to my recipe, dishwithdee.blogspot.com. It'll hook you up with the written recipe for the way I make it. I think both recipes are in there. I think the plain one and the one I'm making tonight is in the blog. I'm pretty sure that is. So in my large bowl, you know, large one, I have 3 3/4 cup of rolled old-fashioned oats. These are not the quick oats. These are not the other oats, which always escapes me because I don't ever eat them. But these are the regular old-fashioned oats. So this is in my bowl. I'll just give them a toss. Now you can add the ingredients any way you choose. It's really up to you, you know, how you want to add them, but this is how I'm adding them. Okay, we're going to start with, I'm making a sun-dried tomato, garlic, and rosemary loaf. Just what I'm feeling for. Again, if you don't like it, then, you know. I've got a 1/2 cup of chopped sun-dried tomatoes. These are just sun-dried, not in oil, just dried. You can get these, I get mine, these are really beautiful red color. At nutstop.com, I have 10% off in my description box for your order. He has fantastic dried fruits and nuts, and these sun-dried tomatoes are absolutely my favorite. We're gonna put some garlic in here. I'm just using my everything garlic or garlic lovers from Flavor Guide. You could use whatever garlic you have. I'm gonna put a nice teaspoon in there. And I will smell this later if I don't think it's garlicky enough. I can add more. A teaspoon of salt, because, or half teaspoon to a teaspoon. There we go. Salt, it needs salt. Rosemary. I was going to use my fresh rosemary, but last time I made it, I used the dried, so I'm kind of going to stick with the dried. Stick with the winner, as I always say. So I'm going to do a teaspoon, and what I like to do is dump it in the palm of my hand and just crush my dried herbs. It releases the oils. You'll get more flavor that way, and just toss it. Make sure the garlic and the rosemary is quite through. Okay. Baking soda. 2 teaspoons, not baking powder. I'm not sure why. Again, I'm not Grace. I didn't make this up. So Grace says baking soda. Yeah, I'll do the baking soda. 2 teaspoons. I'm just gonna make sure the little ball is broken up. And I'm just gonna toss it. Everything coated. Okay. 1 egg beaten. My egg was really small, so I'm using 2. But if you have a jumbo egg, then just use 1. These were a little bit small, so I just put 2 in there. Spatula, get all that egg out. Sorry about that. And 2 cups of non-fat Greek yogurt. Any brand you choose is fine. I did drain mine a little bit. Take that way out of there. I don't know if that really matters. It's what I always do. I could have had this measured out. That would have been cool, right? 1 cup. This is good when you want to use up a lot of your yogurt. You can make this bread. I love this bread. I keep it in the fridge. I do not keep it out because I think it gets moldy really fast. So mine stays in the fridge. I love to toast it. It is 0 on purple. And I think it comes out to 2 points a slice on green. You hear that beep, 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 beep? My oven is preheated at 365 degrees, so it's ready. Let's grab this. And my hands are clean, just in case I have to get in there and mix with my hands. Always be prepared, because this will give you quite the workout. I won't lie. It is, and I say this every time I make it. I get a lot. It looks like vomit. I won't lie. It looks like vomit. You're like, this is going to be bread? Are you kidding me? It is. It's amazing. I don't know how it does it, but it does. But yeah, it looks like vomit. It's nice garlicky vomit. Yeah, it's, oh, starting to feel that arm workout now. Ah, glad I worked out this morning. Just make sure that all your oats are coated, because sometimes, you know, if you don't mix it correctly, you get some dry pocket of oats. You don't want that. Like I said, you can go sweet, you can go savory. I am jonesing for savory. I feel like I get more uses out of savory than I do sweet. I mean, breakfast and lunch. It could be on the side of like soup or a salad. Sweet just, I don't know, I don't get much use out of the sweet. Maybe I could do, oh, what I could do is divide this in 2 loaves, make 1 sweet and 1 savory. That could be fun. But maybe next time. Would I double this? No. This is hard enough to turn. I don't think I would double it. Maybe some dried onion would be good in here. You know, dried onion, good in anything. Make a fajita loaf, peppers and onions. All right, that looks like everything is well coated. Let's grab our prepared pan and we will dump this bad boy in. Okay, we have our prepared pan. We're gonna place very well greased because there's really not much fat in this. I don't think there's any fat. So I'm just gonna plop it in there. Get all that out of the bowl. And press it down. And get those air pockets that you might get. And it bakes between 40 to 50 minutes, depends on your oven. I say put it on 40 and check it. That's my best advice. Because like I said, everybody's oven is different. You don't want it to overbake, you don't want it to underbake. But I always put, you know, a toothpick in. Make sure that it's done. You don't want any gooey bread. So there you have it. Sun-dried tomato, rosemary, garlic, Grace's oat bread. I'm gonna put her in the oven. We're gonna make something else. Where do you see? I'm super excited. All right, let's make some ranch dressing, because I like to have my Low Point ranch on hand. If you go to my website, I have several different ranch dressings there. So this is just one of many that I have. I change it, I tweak it, just whatever I have on hand, whatever I'm in the mood to make. So this is just the version for today. Here in my jar, I have a 1/2 cup of 1% milk. We're going to make some buttermilk. And you just take at least 2 tablespoons of white vinegar, distilled vinegar. And you just put that into your milk. And you let it sit, let it swish it around, let it sit for about 10 minutes. And when you come back, it will have curdled. And then when it curdles, we will continue on and make our ranch. I have a seasoning blend here that I put together. Again, you could put together with what you have on hand. I have a teaspoon of powdered buttermilk. I have chives, I have dill, I have garlic, I have parsley, I have dried onion, Trader's onion salt, it's 21 seasoning salute. So all different things in here, depends on my mood. You could even use the Hidden Valley Ranch powdered mix. You don't have to make your own blend. You just add it to this base. Simple as that. So we're gonna let this sit for a few minutes. We're gonna come back and we're going to add our yogurt, add our spices, and we're gonna make some ranch dressing. Okie dokie. I don't think you can see this. Well, the camera's gonna pick this up. I don't think you can see that it's, you might be able to see it now, how it's all kind of lumpy. That's what you call buttermilk. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put our spice blend in, because I wanted to mix it thoroughly before, put this in there so it doesn't fall, before we add our yogurt. Now you could definitely add mayo if you wanted. I don't think it needs it. I like the yogurt, but like I said, if you like mayo, you'll have to adjust the points though, of course. Give that a nice whoosh. Alright, okay, get it all mixed. I like to use a little whisk for this. Okay. Now, how much yogurt you want to add is entirely up to you. You know, I'm just going to start dumping. Because it's non-fat Greek yogurt, I don't have to worry about it. If you're on green, you might want to know how much you put in here. It's going to be about a heaping 3/4 of a cup, probably. I'm just going to keep dropping until I think it looks how I want it to look. I've been making this ranch long enough, honestly. To know how I like it. Okay. Got a little whisk. And we whisk it around. Look how I love what looks very herbish. I did put had about a teaspoon of dried bacon bits that you get in the salad, you know, the salad section, where a teaspoon is 0 points. So honestly, unless you're gonna eat this whole entire container, you could probably put a little bit more. That looks perfect. I can tell by how much I have in here, how I like it. So now, if you think, Dee, that's a little thin for me, and I can understand that. I like to put a little xanthan gum in there. Just a little bit. Like 1/4 of a teaspoon. And it will thicken it beautifully. This stuff, I love it. I put it in everything. But honestly, Hungry Girl got me hooked on xanthan gum. Okay. And once it sets up, it's going to go in the fridge. It will be like thickest ranch you've ever had. So I always like to put the lid on. Give it a little shake. So that is your, I call it 0 point ranch because the amount I use is 0 points. I think you can have up to 4 tablespoons or maybe 5 for 0 points. We're only counting the milk. That's it. So to me, it's a winner for ranch. If you're a person that needs veggies and something to dip it in, I highly recommend this dressing because it's very low in points, but really high in flavor. So good. Like I said, you could use the Hidden Valley Ranch packets, but you saw that I had all the spices here and I just made my own and it looked really herbaceous. It's my favorite word of the day, herbaceous. So we're gonna put this in the fridge. We still have time for our bread. What should we make now? Give it some thought. All right, this weekend we're having a little bit of a cookout, so I like to pickle onions. I don't always do it, but sometimes I just forget. I can't imagine why I forget. But I thought I'd show you how I do it. It's very quick and very basic. I have onion. This is one. I use a Vidalia. You could use any onion, honestly, would work. And you slice it, pretty thin. So this is just one onion. Take about a 1/2 cup of I think any vinegar will work, but I always use apple cider. About a 1/2 cup of that. Now this is a tablespoon of sugar, but we don't use sugar in this house. We use monk fruit. So we'll do a nice little 1.5 tablespoons. What was that? Increase it a little bit. And about 2 teaspoons of salt. Just gonna eyeball it. That's all. Okay. Teaspoon and a half. Maybe 2 teaspoons might be too much. And we'll just give it a toss. Now what I'll do is I'll put this in a container, and every once in a while I'll go in the fridge and shake it. And once the onions start to break down, they'll release some juice, and you'll see there'll be more juice in there than you have now. And the onions will soften a little bit, but they'll still remain a little bit crunchy. I love this on a burger, on a hot dog. You know me. If you know me well enough, it's all about the onion for me. And these are just something a little bit different. It's not costing you any more points, but it just adds a little bit of variety to your barbecue. So that's what I do to pickle onions. I pickle jalapenos during Mexican night. So yeah, so I thought I don't think I've ever showed you guys my quick pickled onions. Very quick, very basic, like I said. Again, I think any vinegar, red wine would probably work. Distilled would probably work. I just always use apple cider because it's kind of tasty. So I put these in a container, set them in my oven, in my refrigerator. Like I said, every once in a while I go in there, I just give it a shake. Just, you know, keep some, you know, all submerged in the vinegar, and they'll be ready to go for our barbecue this weekend. So another thing off my to-do list. Thought I'd show you. Do that every once in a while. Give it a shake. That's all. Keep burning a few calories each time you do it. It's a workout. Yeah, give it a little shake. You'll have the best pickled onions on the planet. I promised you guys a tasting, and I thought I'd throw it into this video because why not? So we're going to try the new Lakanto brown sugar. Remember, Lakanto has a golden sugar blend that's not brown sugar. Some people say it's brown sugar, but it's not, and it never was advertised as brown sugar. It's kind of like a sugar in the raw kind of type thing. They finally come out with a brown sugar. So, I mean, you know me, I'm very fussy with my brown sugars. I am a sucre gold girl. So I figured, well, let's try it because I do love my Lakanto products. So I thought I'd give it a try before I just say, you know, it's because I can get Lakanto at Whole Foods. So if this is good, I can get it at a store. So, oh, I'm hoping I like it. We'll see. It's comparable to the sucre in price, so it's not like I'm saving anything. It's just I'm getting more convenience. So I have my sucre right here. I'm going to taste that first. Love, love, love. So let's see if this is comparable in taste. Let's feel it first. It feels interesting. Let's dig deep. All right. I don't hate it. I like it better than Swerve, but go back to the, I'm gonna have a sugar rush today. Go back to the sucrin. Sucrin's got a little bit more depth, of flavor. I mean, this is good. Sucrin is better. So I'll probably continue to buy the sucre, but if I see this at Whole Foods, I'll probably use it. I'm not gonna sit there and say I'm not gonna use it, but if I have, you know, if I can get to Whole Foods before I order it, I'll probably just buy this. It's good. It's good. It's not better though. So but again, that's my opinion. You could totally disagree with me and you could totally think differently. But for me, in the head-to-head challenge, I think sucrin takes it. But I will say, I like convenience. I won't lie. If I'm at the store, I'm going to get it. It's good enough. You know, it's a step above. Like I said, I don't like Swerve at all. I don't know what it is. I want to like Swerve because it's so convenient to buy. I just don't feel it has enough sweetness that I'm looking for. But this definitely has sweetness. It just, the depth is not quite as deep as my Sucre Gold. So, Sucre wins. I'm a little bit, I want to say I'm sad and I'm happy because, you know, I love Sucre and I do, but I love convenience as well. So, but like I said, if I'm out and it's there, especially if it's on sale, yeah, I'll definitely buy it. I'll definitely use it. But if I have to order online, I probably would order the Sucre Gold. That's my 2 cents. That was my bread. Let me get it out of the oven. Okay, my bread baked for 43 minutes. The smell in this place right now is delicious. It smells so good. Look how beautiful. I'll get it up to the camera a little bit closer. Look at that. It is a gorgeous brown. Perfect. And I always get my toothpick and I stick her in. She's dry as a bone. Yep, got a nice crust. So I'm gonna let it cool in here for a few minutes. Then I'm gonna pop it out into a cooling rack to cool for the rest of the way. And then I'm gonna store it in the fridge. Maybe I'll come back when it's cool. I don't know how long we'll do this video. I'm probably gonna pop it out and I'll show you in a minute. Okay? Okay, she was cooling for 10 minutes. I just flipped it out. Look at the crust on this. Look at that. It's a beautiful, beautiful loaf of oat bread. And I like to slice it, and I love it toasted well and get crusty. It's great with avocado toast, with eggs. See, mine is the savory one. I prefer the savory. I do like the sweet, but this is the one I'm jamming for. This smells intoxicating, I won't lie. It smells so good. And look at it. It doesn't look like vomit anymore. It looks like a loaf of oat bread. It's amazing how this comes together. So keep your eye out for what I'm eating for breakfast next week. You will definitely see this in my breakfast. So that is it for this. She's a winner. That's it. I'm done cooking for this morning. So I hope you enjoyed it. I think it comes to 2 points a slice if you get 14 slices. It's on the website. It's on my blog. You'll see the points for it. Like I said, it's great on purple. Awesome on purple. If I was on purple, which I may be next week, just saying, you never know with me. But having Grace's oat bread is a pretty good inkling that I may be on purple next week. So thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the sugar tasting. I hope you enjoyed the ranch dressing. I hope you enjoyed the pickled onions and my Grace's oat bread. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed these types of videos, please let me know and give this video a big old thumbs up. Let me know in the comments if you want to try any of these things. Let me know. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell. Let you know when I upload. I do pretty much 99% WW content here. Vlogs, recipes, inspiration, weight loss chats, and fantastic food hacks, because that's what it's all about. So have a great rest of your day. Enjoy your weekend if I don't talk to you, and we will dish another day, folks.